person that's going to be giving the report on why the death penalty should not only be legal, but should also be our only form of justice is... Alex. Why We Should Kill Them All by Alex McCarthy. The amount of money we would save...
Look, everyone, Alex is wearing clothes.
What?
Oh my god, is he actually wearing clothes?
No, show your shame, young man. I'm trying.
Alex wears clothes.
No, I don't.
Alex wears clothes.
No, I don't.
Alex wears clothes. Alex wears clothes.
Oh, what an awful dream. No, not you. You are amazing. Speaking of bad dreams. Hello and welcome to my corner of the internet. I don't know how you got here, but you're not leaving. Not without a fight. And the letter of the day is T. For trauma. Recently, I was sitting down with my little brother scrolling through his DVD that he recently got for his birthday. A DVD called SpongeBob The First 100 Episodes. And everything was going great. But all that changed when the flashbacks attacked. We watched a whole bunch of episodes, and then we stumbled across a little episode called I Had an Accident. And almost immediately, I was taken back to a time when I was 5 years old. I don't have a budget to hire a 5-year-old actor to recreate the actual moment, so please don't judge me too hard. The year was 2006. I just finished my day of kindergarten, the world was bright, the government sounded like a made-up word, and I was 3 years away from discovering internet porn. Yes, I was innocent. But all that was about to change. I was mortified. I wanted the big bad gorilla man to go away. So I did what any 5-year-old would do. It was the worst day of my life. Until the next day when I found a big pink worm in my mother's drawer. All that led to my fear of gorillas. A fear that I live with to this very day. But not anymore. Because today, I will finally watch that episode that scarred me all those years ago. Today, I face my biggest fear. Dying alone? Today, I face my second biggest fear. Mainly because I don't have the budget to die alone. Poison's expensive. Some might even say, almost as expensive as getting butt surgery. Because on a serious note, SpongeBob must have some of the best health insurance in the deep blue sea. No wonder Mr. Krabs doesn't pay him. With benefits like that, slave labor is okay. Going back a little bit, the episode starts off with SpongeBob breaking his butt after throwing it back a little too hard, you know what I'm saying? Causing him to run to the hospital crying like a little baby. SpongeBob acts like he's never gone to jail before. Oh, Mr. Doctor, my butt's broken. Well, I was just helping this patient with stage 4 leg cancer, but let me stop everything so I could spend an hour exploring your butt. Of course, after breaking his butt, he becomes more sheltered than a kid that was raised by a Karen. But Sandy and Pat Rat have a plan. They try to come up with all the fun things that Sponge Robert can do outside the house, including, but not limited to, washing an old man. And I would give anything to do that. But Sponge Bobby clearly doesn't share my dreams and decides to stay inside the house. I'm just now thinking about how ironic this episode is nowadays. Nowadays, we're all like SpongeBob, just cooped inside of our own house, playing with napkins and Pringle chips. Then we have those one friends who haven't stopped partying since March and are all like, come on dude, there's a party down by the beach, you coming? No, let me play with my Pringles in peace. Going back to the episode, all seems lost. And it seems like we're gonna have to spend every single episode from here on out inside of Sponge Williams' house. Hey Gary, you hungry? Meow. Here's some food. All right, that's the episode, kids. Don't do drugs. Just do one, because no one ever said don't do drugs. Luckily, the Sandman had a sand plan and tells Pat Ricky to dress as a gorilla and start attacking her in some weird type of foreplay, I guess. They do this as a way to try to lure SpongeBob out of his house, and this is where things start to get weird. Patrick goes up to Sandy dressed as a gorilla and starts acting like one, and Sandy Manny's all like, help Spongy Poo, help! While all this is going on, Sponge Rob is trying to figure out if he wants to make love to a potato chip or use tissue tonight. But luckily, he doesn't have to worry about making the other one jealous, cause it's polygamy, my boy! Alright. Here's my secret confession. I was the voice of Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob Battle for a Bikini Bottom. I do a pretty good impression. Meanwhile, outside, our dynamic duo of doofuses continue to act like they're majoring in theater at a community college. When all of a sudden, Dun dun dun! A wild patty cake appears. Now there's two of them. Sandy sees this, realizes she doesn't need SpongeBob anymore, and the three of them run off into the sunset, never to be seen again. Do you see how scary that thing is? I'm 19 and I still think it's scarier than majoring in theater at a community college. Really quickly, I want you to imagine how scary it would be to see that as a 5-year-old. Oh, but don't worry. It gets worse. Because the gorilla has amnesia and thinks it's Santa Claus and decides to throw Sandy and Patrick in a bag, tie it up, and starts throwing them around until they go splat! So in my mind now, not only is SpongeBob gonna turn into a sheltered keyboard warrior, but I just witnessed 2 deaths in the span of 2 minutes. I just wanted to watch SpongeBob.
Is it too late to go back inside yet?
Make that 3! But then, just when all hope seemed lost, a hero arose from the ashes. A hero that would set things right and return the balance of our world.
You know what I don't understand, though? What? What's a gorilla doing underwater in the first place?
There's not enough therapy in the world that's gonna be able to fix me. Finally, the episode ends with the gorilla realizing that he should have drowned like 3 minutes ago. And so, to avoid any more logic, he hops on a zebra and rides off into the sunset, leaving our main characters to stand around and wonder, what just happened? Oh, and in case you're confused, don't worry. The family at the end of this video is just as confused. I really need to know what their thought process was with this. Who thought of this idea? Yeah, you know what more kids need? Multiple years of trauma. Apparently, according to this fan wiki, I was the only one that seemed to have a problem with it. One person even said, this episode is so freaking funny. The jokes hit really hard. But that's not even the best part. The best part is the last 2 or 3 minutes where a gorilla attacks SpongeBob and his friends. This might be one of the funniest scenes in the show. This is an incredibly good episode, 10 out of 10. This guy's getting some weird, sick enjoyment out of this, isn't he? Did this episode spark a lifelong love for animals? He's the kind of person that watched Zootopia for the character design. Mr. Luigi is our god. Yeah, you're gonna need a little bit more than that, buddy. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit different, but I couldn't keep this revelation of trauma to myself. If you guys enjoyed this style of video and you want to see more like it, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment. And while you're there, you might as well subscribe. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go finish getting ready for the rest of my day. Show us your shame, Alex. And remember, today's tears are tomorrow's punchlines. See ya! What are you gonna do with that ruler?